Everybody, long time no see. This is AJ Flame. I'm back and welcome to the bonfire. So today I have a really nice deck list I'm going to be showing you guys. This one, it's something I've really had fun playing and have fun trying. I do have a couple different iterations. So there are going to be at least one or two different versions of this deck being posted on my channel. This one being the first one because I do like this one a little bit better, I was per se, than the other one. But we're gonna go ahead and jump right over to it. I know I've been gone for a while, just with school, everything. I moved back home, so I literally have my room kind of in order, I guess. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna jump right over to the list, the branded Despia list. I know I was known for being the Despia guy for a hot minute, and then I kind of just dropped the deck off a little bit just because I wasn't really having much fun with it and things like that. I couldn't really figure out how I wanted to play and things like that. But now I think I'm pretty solid with it, and you guys will recognize the sleeves as soon as I do it because they are the white sleeves for those longtime members of my channel who know, and have seen my previous videos on this deck. It's something I really love to play, and I'm also going to give you guys a side deck breakdown as well. So we're going to go ahead and jump right on over. All right, so here we go. We have I guess pretty much the list right here. We got the main, the extra, and then I have my side over here, so I'll get you guys over that. I know my face is a little I only have this one camera right now. We're still trying to get everything done right now. And I know my room is still like a little it's not that bad, but it's okay. So we're gonna go ahead. I know I'm not looking at the camera, it's gonna bug some people, but I will be looking like back and forth. Doesn't really matter, but let's go ahead and get right into this. We're gonna move this extra all the way over here. Alright, so with the main, we have double Oliver, double Tragedy, and one ad lib. This is your only, I guess, Despia monster lineup right there. I guess like in name Despias. So everybody knows what Oliver does. You know, normal special summon him, add a branded spell or trap from deck to hand, and his graveyard effect. If future monster leaves the field by your opponent's card effect, you can target a monster, special summon Oliver, and negate that card's effects. You only get one effect per turn, and that's with both of these. You can only get one effect per turn, or else they'd be absolutely just busted. Like it would be terrible. It wouldn't be terrible, but it'd be just too busted. And Tragedy, double Tragedy, because 2 is really all you need for like all of these, honestly, especially with this list, with my list right here. And so Tragedy lets you add when it's sent to the field or sent to the graveyard, or banished by a card effect, you can go ahead. Actually, it's just sent at all. It doesn't even have to be a card. No, it has to be a card effect, yeah. If it's sent by a card effect, we'll go ahead and add you a Despia monster. And most of the time, you're either, on your turn, if you're going first, you're adding ad libitum. And then on your opponent's turn, when you use Strategy's effect, you're adding Aliber, unless you already ran through your 2 Alibers, which isn't usually a problem. And then it has another effect. You can go ahead and banish Tragedy from the graveyard to set a branded spell or trap from graveyard over to. I knocked my thing over a little bit. Oopsie daisies. But it's okay. From graveyard over to the field. There we go. Perfect. From graveyard to field, and obviously if it's a quick play, you can't activate it, but if you set like Branded Fusion, you're perfectly fine. You're good to go. And a lot of people forget Tragedy has that effect actually, which makes it so much stronger. People don't bother me, and you're like Tragedy effect in grave, you're like banish, and you like target and set. You're like, and your opponent's like, oh, that's right. Ad libitum it's essential, and he's absolutely insane in this deck. You get to target I believe it does have to be. You could target a Despia monster or a level 8 or higher fusion monster that's banished or in your graveyard, except for itself, special summon it when it's used as fusion material from the hand or field. It's actually insane. It does have an on-field effect, but that never comes up. And it literally just makes all monsters gain 100 attack times their level to the end of your opponent's turn. It doesn't come up because you're just fusing with it, honestly. You're only using that second effect. So we'll put these over here. Actually, we'll put them over here. We'll put those over here. And now for the rest of the lore lineup, we do have 2 Fallen Off Alabaz. I do too. Everybody's doing two. Two is just, I think, correct. Because more often than not, you're going to be end up drawing at least one, and then it's just nice to be able to have the second one, especially if you make Cortis late game and you're just shuffling. You don't have to manage your Albazes as frugally if you do have two opposed to one, because there are a lot more plays you can do with two Oliver instead of one. I mean two Albaz instead of one. All right, next we have our adventure package. So 3 and then 1. I know I am doing this in monster spells and traps, so don't murder me for not putting all of them like that. This is just how I have the deck fanned out right now. And you know what these guys do, honestly. Token search right, which gets that, and then Omni negate will you have token on the board. Enough said about that, honestly. And then I do run the Fright for package, so we do have 2 Agent Chain in here. I like the 2 count because honestly, I just like it. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I like the 2. It's very nice. I tried 3 and I thought it was a little too clunky for me, and I did want to keep the list straight at 40, and I did end up doing that, which is also very, very insane. And okay, so we also run 3 Ash with the hand traps, and that's Ash is the only hand trap that I do run in here, and that is it for the monsters actually. Now for the spells, okay, obvious, pretty much like the best spell in this deck. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Triple Band Diffusion, it's insane. I end up drawing it a lot in conjunction with Owlbear, so it's really nice. So if they don't like Ash the Owlbear, so if they Ash the Owlbear, I have that online, and it's absolutely insane. I'm like, okay, cool, doesn't matter. Activate Brand Diffusion on my hand. And we do have triple branded opening. This card is also insane. Always do it depending on your hand. Most of the time you do want to trigger that, and you don't want to activate it in draw phase so you can't get drolled. You know, all that fun stuff. You always want to play around draw. If you get pitched opening off of opening, you're in good shape. Actually, very good shape, which is kind of nutty. It's kind of weird, but hey, it happens. Double branded in red. I do like the 2. I think the 3 is a little cumbersome a lot because I did play with 3 before sometimes. And with 3, you are sometimes just drawing it way too much, and you kind of don't want to see that, but it does happen. We do run 1 branded loss, excuse me. This card is nice, but right now for me, it seems so much as a win more card instead of a utility. I do want to try out a build where I switch out loss for snow, just to, I guess, to try that out and see how snow does well in this, since snow can actually help you dodge like different cards and stuff like that. So I do want to try that out, and I will, and I'll let you guys know how I think about that build with snow instead of branded lost. We do have the rest of the package: triple right, 1 fateful, and 1 Draco back. So you guys know what these do. Draco back is insane. Draco back is just insane, actually. We do have 2 Fruffer Patchworks to go with the 2 Azure Chains, and then 2 Polys, 2 Forbidden Droplet. Excuse me. We have 2 Super Polys, and 1 Foolish, and 1 Go By. Okay, I know you guys are going to sit here and be like, there is a surprising lack of cross-out Designators, right? I don't have that card anymore. I don't. I genuinely do not have cross-out anymore. I traded them a while ago, but it is what it is. I don't regret it. Crossout is nice in the mirror match, but sometimes it is what it is. And to the extra deck, I think it's kind of almost standard, maybe. I'm not sure. I've watched some people's lists, and I don't know, but this is what I have, and I like it. So I'm not really planning on changing it right now. Double Mirror Jade, obviously, he's the boss monster of the format right now. Soft once per turn, non-target banish, and then if future summon monster leaves the field by your opponent's card effect, or opponent's cards, and be like a trigger right there. It's like DPE. In that regards, you have to trigger it when it hits the graveyard, or else you don't get the explosion blowing up your opponent's field pretty much. And we have 2 Lebellion, insane. Shuffle. Fusion, shuffle back. Fusion summon anything about shuffling back anything, which is actually really nice, but you don't get the attack. The attack doesn't really matter. All you want to do is a fusion summon, fusion summon, fusion summon. Double Albion. Albion can come in clutch when going for game. Very clutch when going for game, actually. because you just Brand Fusion, bring out Lubellion, fuse Elbat, shuffle back Albaz and itself. Go ahead, make Albion, and you're off to the races if you want to just kill that person, kill him there, or kill your opponent there, or do whatever you want. Once Titanic Led, he's nice to send off of Mirror Jade during your opponent's turn, so just in case they do end up ending on something and you do have an Esh. At this point, you will have, you should have both Albazes in your deck if you didn't draw either of them, and which is actually very nice and kind of needed. So you could always end phase Titanic Cloud effect, special summon Albaz, and then fuse with your opponent's monster with Albaz if applicable. We keep going with 2 Masquerade. I see some people run, some people do 1. I like 2. 2 is pretty cool. Burning for 1200 if I can get both of those on the board is very, very nice. Although depending on, it depends on game state, honestly. And those can be very nice. It could be actually very, very much a game winning. 1 Quiritus. And y'all know what he does. Or she does. For its armor, I don't know. Actually, we do know, but hey. Quiritus, makes every monster that's not a level 8 or higher fusion 0 attack, and that could be absolutely detrimental. It did win me a game, which is actually kind of nice, because I was like, oh, how am I going to get over this big Outlich? And I was like, oh, wait, I could just make Quiritus. Cool. And so I did that, made everything 0. Poked over for game. It was actually very, very sick. We do have 1 Guardian Chimera, and this card is absolutely insane. I know most people run 2, but I like it. I like the 1, honestly. I really do, because the extra deck for me is really tight here, and there's not much space I'm willing to cut, honestly. And I do like it. It's insane in this deck, and it honestly makes this deck cracked. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Alright, we do have 1 Starving Venom and then 1 Dragostapelia. Dragostapelia is absolutely nuts, so is Starving Venom. Starving Venom has helped me make some interesting plays. I've made some interesting plays with Starving Venom, but Dragostapelia has also done that for me as well. Dragostapelia being able to negate something to put a Preta counter on that card, and then negate the effect is absolutely insane. And then Verte and Link Spider. I always contemplate between Link Spider and Link Karibo, just because either do I want to link up with the token or do I want to link up with a Drawn Tragedy. But most of the time, Tragedy is going to end up being discarded. So if it's in my hand, it's going to end up being discarded by some effect, or it's being fusion summoned. So I thought Link Spider was the best choice of the choices, and also I guess just in case I do end up running into a Nibiru, I guess it hasn't happened yet, but it may happen in the future. I don't know. Usually I avoid the Nibiru window. Yeah, I've avoided the Nibiru window, the Nibiru range, so I've been pretty decent with that. And now I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys my side that I use right now. We have, let's move her over here, Double Bell, the Gamut package, Necro Banshee, double Zombie World, the 3rd Super Poly. Let's move this up here a little bit more. Actually, let's put this over here. Double Cosmic Cyclone and Triple Twin Twister. And all these side choices are just, obviously back row Flunder matchups. 3rd Super Poly, just in case for that mirror match, because it does happen. And since I don't have crossout, it is like another insurance policy, which is actually very nice. Bell is Bell great for the mirror match. Gamma is insane. I'm not gonna lie to you. You can get a little bit bricky, but if you do you can end up sending Driver through your grave off of Branded Fusion just in case. So another draw. I did the same thing with Shadow Fusion, and it's just it's really heads up play. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty nice. Necro Banshee and Zombie World for the Sword Soul and the Flunder matchups, and yeah, the side's pretty nice, and that's all we got for that side. And so if you stuck out through this little video I had here, I appreciate all you guys who stood here through my my long break, because life just became life, and college became college, school became school. I'm done with that, thank God. And then I had a lot of personal life things. It was a lot, and I had to deal with it, so I decided to take a step back for a while. I really do appreciate all of you guys. All of my socials will be down in the description below if you have any questions on how you want to improve this deck, or you think I could improve it, or just questions about gameplay and stuff like that. You can always go ahead and ask me in the comment section below. Go ahead and follow my Twitter, AJFlameY, and also my Twitch. Like I said, everything will be in the description box below. hope you guys liked the video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.